Hello everyone. Tonight we're going to do another repour. Excuse me. I'm going to run through my paints right quick. This is Artist Loft White with satin enamel in it. And Floetrol. I want it here. This is emerald green, and I put obsidian in it. And obsidian has a lot of silver, so it kept its luster. 24 karat gold by Deco Art with King's Gold, Glorious Gold, about a heaping tablespoon, and Extreme Sheen 24 karat gold by Deco Art. This is Sugar Plum by Art Minds. This is Sapphire by Deco Art, and again I put obsidian in it to darken it up. And this is a little bit of Berry by Deco Art. And this is Ice Blue by Deco Art, and I added Silver by Arteza. Okay, I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit because it looks wacky to me. Let's see if that's better. That looks a little bit better, huh? I'll give her the shot. Okay, so I'm going to start with my blue. Ooh, there was a little bit of water in that cup. That is not good. I'm going to pour this back in here because there was a little water in this cup and I saw it kind of pool. I don't know how much was in there, but I don't want any in there, so. That one doesn't have water. Okay. And as I'm stretching, if I see that it's not getting in view, then I'll stop and adjust things. I don't know why it got out of whack, but it did. So, I'm going to put a little more gold. I'm going to put white. And more blue. Okay. Now, we'll do the light blue. This is such a beautiful color. I love that color. White. Come in with some green. This emerald is just beautiful. Some gold. This is where I'm going to put a little tiny bit of berry, not a lot, just for some pops of color, because this is kind of a dark painting. Some white. Blues. I'm going to pop some green in right here. It's just a little bit. This is such a beautiful green. I was really able to get like a Christmas tree green with that. Obsidian. Okay, and let let's put a little more white right here. And I have to stop because the cup is going to overflow. And some paper towels ready. And I didn't put paper down tonight. I just wasn't in the mood to fight with it. So I'm treating myself. Okay, I'm going to put a little white in the center. Uh-oh, my paint's sinking. I don't know which one of my paints want. Usually it's the white, but the white's been acting really good lately. Now it's some other color. Lots of bubbles in there and in here. Okay. Say a little prayer and we'll get going. Sometimes I swear it's not going to stop. It's just like a never-ending cup. This is very Christmassy. It's got all those Christmas colors in it. I'm going to bang the canvas. Bring some of those bubbles up. This is beautiful. The gold blended with the blue, and it's kind of a lavendery color. It's really pretty. Okay. Well, I just see, there we go. I see all those pop. I'm going to give this a minute because I did just mix my paints and I mixed them vigorously, so I whipped some air into them. So I'm going to give it a minute and let it rest, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've let this rest. I've spread my white. I am going to pop some bubbles. I haven't done anything else to this, just let it rest. So, actually I should have probably either turned it this way or turned it that way. I don't know if I'll be able to do that now with the white spread, but I'm going to try, because it really needs to be one orientation or the other. Just try to be very gingerly about it. Okay, that worked. Alright, now I'm not going to go over to the edge yet, or over the edge. I'm just going to go to the edge. Oops, I didn't mean to go over the edge. It's okay. I'll move it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Need to get the bulk of my paint back, but it's this way now. Whew. It's tough on the back. Okay, I'm going to torch it, and I'm going to have to bring it off the sides in order to straighten this up, because it's just elongating it. And I don't want that. So, good golly. I don't know why my paint is just really out of whack. It's like so spread out. Just have to go for it. See, it's coming off the sides so much, and nothing was coming to the point. I don't know why it did that exactly, to tell you the honest truth, but we worked it out. I'm going to add this paint right to here, because I've got some beautiful parts that I don't want to lose. So maybe this extra paint will help. One of the issues I find with repours is that the canvas is kind of slick, and that's why I did a small puddle. I just find that the paint moves so much faster and it spreads really a lot, and so you have some issues, at least I do. Not always, but it depends on how thick the layer of paint is that's underneath it. If I poured a whole lot off, and you can kind of see the grain of the canvas, it's not as difficult as if the canvas is slick, because I'm going to go ahead and come down here if it's slick because you've left a thicker layer on. Excuse me. I really don't want to lose all this pattern and cells that are going on, but I'm running this into. I'm just slowing it down. I don't want it to stretch this to the point of making it like faded. And over the edge. I was hoping that wasn't dripping all over the floor. It wouldn't have been the first time, trust me. I have to be so cognizant of where this paint is pouring off of, because I don't have a lot of space on this table. Well, that is really pretty. Let me wash my hands. Oh, I got some really interesting colors. Almost a golden black. It's really weird. It's beautiful. It looks like velvet or something. It's from the purple, I think. I didn't get to keep many of my cells, but it's starting to produce a few. I mean, I've got all this, but this part was really beautiful. All this was whipping around like that, and it was all the purple, and the blue made a dark purple, and then a lavender, and then a lighter purple, so it was like 3 different purple colors. This is really interesting. It's got little bulbs at the end that are blue. Okay, let me look at the orientation. The orientation is a little bit off for me, but it's not really that noticeable. It's just my eye. So I'm going to bring you down and let you see. Okay. Here is the bottom right hand, or left hand corner rather. And this just starts immediately and goes all the way up. See the color? Isn't it pretty? It's all different kinds of, I don't know, it's purples and blues, but it looks a little darker than that. And then across the top. Not a whole lot of action going on there. And then down, this is really pretty. Look at this. I love it when the paint, you can see through it. You can still see the color, but then you can see the color underneath. Isn't that beautiful? I love when that happens. I'm going to look at the center. And all these cells, and they will all explode. Eventually they're going to pop out more. I've got another painting that they started off a little like that, and then they just exploded. I'll show you that one too. Just a brief look at it. See, I did get some cells, but they're not what I had. I had to dump them off. But look at this blue. This blue is like a little feather right at the end. Isn't that interesting? It's really, really pretty. And it looks like little gold nuggets all in there. Isn't that something? That goes right up. I find that so interesting. Okay, I'm going to pull back and let you see the whole thing in as much as I can. Let's do this. There we go. Isn't that pretty? That is really pretty. If I could get it all in. Let me, yeah. Let's see if I do that. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just not very good at this. And I don't have very much room in my kitchen, so it's just what it is, you know? It is what it is. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Okay, let me show you this other painting. See how that started? Look, it started to make cells. Let me show you this one. Look at that. Isn't that wild? I mean, and they started off small like that other one, and they just went crazy. I haven't posted this one yet. It's a beautiful painting. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate some subscriptions. And leave a comment if you wouldn't mind. I thank you very much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.